daughters. Once upon a time, a poor family had 7 daughters. One day, the poor father went out to collect firewood and found 7 wild duck eggs. He took them home, but he wanted to eat them only with his wife. In the evening, the eldest daughter asked her mother what she was cooking. The mother said that she was cooking wild duck eggs and she would give it to her if she promised not to tell her sisters. And she gave her one. Next, the second daughter awoke and asked her mother what she was cooking. She said, "Wild duck eggs. If you won't tell your sisters, I'll give you one." And so it continued. Finally, the daughters had eaten up all the eggs and none were left. In the morning, the father was very angry with his children and said, "Who is coming with me to your grandmother's?" The animal cave. The father wanted to take the children into the mountain and leave them there to be eaten up by the wolves. The eldest daughters suspected this and refused to go along, but the 2 youngest agreed to go with their father. So, they drove off with their father. When they had driven for a long time, they asked, "When are we going to reach?" "Soon," said their father. And when they had reached the mountains, he told them, "Wait here, I will go ahead to the village to tell your grandmother we are coming." And then he drove off with the donkey cart. The girls waited and waited, but he did not return. Finally, they realized that he was not coming back for them and had left them in the mountains alone. They wandered into the hills seeking shelter for night. Suddenly, they saw a cave from which came a glow of light and they went in. The animals. Inside the cave, they saw a mass of precious stones and jewels which glowed. The cave belonged to a wolf and a fox. The girls lay down and fell asleep. During the night, the wolf and the fox came back home. The wolf said, "Let's go to bed and sleep." But the fox said, "Let's lie down in the cauldrons on the fire. There is still some warmth in them." One of the cauldrons was of gold and the other of silver. So they lay down in them. In the morning, when the girls woke up, they were frightened to see the fox and the wolf lying there. They covered the cauldrons and kept many big stones on the lids so that the wolf and the fox might not get out again. Then they lit the fire. The wolf and the fox felt that it was a nice warm morning, but soon they felt too hot. The reunion. They soon discovered that the 2 girls had lit the fire. They pleaded, "Let us out," but the girls did not listen to them and built up the bigger fire. So the wolf and the fox died in the cauldrons. The girls lived happily in the cave for some days. One day, their father came searching for them. He wanted to rest and sat down on the stone outside the cave. He tapped his pipe on the stone. Then the girls called out from inside, "Who is knocking at our door?" The father said, "These are my daughters' voices." The daughters also recognized their father's voice. So they moved away the stone and saw that it was their father. He was surprised to see them in this cave full of precious stones. They went home and lived happily.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.